The diagram shows a container for grain. The container is a cylinder on top of a cone. The cylinder has a radius of 3 meters and a height of h meter. The cone has a base radius of 3 meters and a vertical height of 4 meters. The container is empty. The container is then filled with grain at a constant rate. After 5 hours, the depth of the grain is at 6 meters above the vertex of the cone. So if we just pause and work out what the question means, is they've given us a cone, a cylinder. The cone has the radius of 3 meters and the height is 4 meters. And when the grain, so the grain it's filled with grain, and after 5 hours what happens is, say the grain is somewhere here, it has reached this up to this height, and this height they are saying is 6 meters. So this is 6 meters, and then so it's the height of the cone, it's filled the cone, and plus there is 2 meters, so 4 and 2 6, and so the part that is not filled yet is this part, and that would be h minus 2 meters. And so this is the situation after 5 hours. So if we work out the volume in 5 hours, like what is the volume of the grain, that would be the volume of the cone plus the volume of the cylinder. So it's this bit of the cylinder. So if I write down what's the volume of cylinder, that is pi r square h, and the volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r square h. So we put in the values and work out the volume of the grain after 5 hours, or after 5 hours. Okay, so the volume of the grain after 5 hours would be volume of the cone, that's 1/3 pi r square, r is 3, so 3 square times h, that is 4, plus pi r square h, so pi times r square, so that's 3 square again, times h, that is 2. So what we get is that equals, one of the 3's go away, so 3 times 4 is 12 pi, plus 3 times 3, 9 times 2, 18 pi. So that is 30 pi. So that's the volume of the grain, meter cube. So that's the volume of the grain after 5 hours. So what is how much grain fills in 1 hour? So what is the volume after 1 hour, because it fills in at a constant rate. So volume after 1 hour for this part, so volume after 1 hour would be 30 pi divided by 5, that is 6 pi meter cube. So that's the volume after 1 hour. Now we look at the what happens after 9 hours. So we don't look at 9 hours, we say after 4 hours. So because this part took 5 hours, and this part to fill in, the top part, takes 4 hours to fill in. So we break it down. So the 4 hours, so in 4 hours, how much grain fills in? So the volume of the grain in 4 hours, if I say volume of the grain in 4 hours, that fills in 4 hours anyway, so that would equal pi r square h, so that's the volume of this bit of the cylinder. So that would be pi times r square. So 3 square multiplied by the height. Now here the height is h minus 2. So it would be times h minus 2. So that's the volume of the grain in 4 hours. So therefore volume of the grain in 1 hour would be equal to pi times 9 times h minus 2 divided by 4. Now we have to equate the two because it's filled in a constant rate, so the rate at which it fills in 4 hours would be same as the rate at which the grain it fills in 5 hours. If we equate the two, we should be able to work out the value of h. So equating the volume after 1 hour, so we get pi times 9 times h minus 2 out of 4 equals 6 pi. So the pi gets cancelled out. 3 times 3 is 9 and 3 times 2 is 6. So we can write therefore 3h minus 6 equals 8. 3h equals 14, and therefore h equals 14 out of 3. So that is the answer. So the height is 14 out of 3. So that's as a fraction, and it is in its simplest form.